Some what?
Some lessons in life are learned the hard way.
Why would you say that to someone who is trying?
Why is that such a bad thing to say, ma'am? He was told the first time to have
what
the
is
hair
wrong
pulled
with
back
his
out of
appearance,
his face.
ma'am?
His hair is in his eyes, so we
Is
can't
yours
see his
not?
eyes. Ma'am, can you see my eyes?
Is your hair in your face?
I'm not going to keep going with this. You can leave the restaurant.
Is your hair in your face? You're supposed to have on a net working in a food restaurant industry.
So this is a video with a black mother and son where it's saying he was denied employment because his hair was in his face. Apparently he got dreadlocks. And you know, the youngsters today, that hairstyle, a lot of them have their hair where the dreadlocks is coming down kind of like bangs. What the mother proceeds to say is your hair in your face? And you can see from the video that absolutely cut that manager. She didn't want to hear no more. She didn't want no parts of that and walked away.
You can leave the restaurant.
How are you going to tell me? So is your face not in your hair? Call the police. We are not doing nothing wrong. Is your hair not in your face? I believe I see hair everywhere.
Give me 1 second. I'll be right with you.
You did not tell me that's what you said to him.
I did tell you word for word what I said.
No, you did not.
Yes, I did, ma'am.
No, you did not.
Yes,
you didn't say that.
You are mistaken.
You did not say that.
Okay.
I got the first recording already.
Okay.
You did not say that. You
Okay.
just changed it up when I said what he told me.
Okay.
Well, we're going to run these cameras.
You ain't gonna run nothing, ma'am.
You're going to get these cameras run.
No, you ain't gonna run nothing.
Because you're not going to do that illegally.
Well,
Well, let us go. I'm ready and I'm
go
always
take the legal
prepared.
action. Go take the legal
Always
action.
prepared.
Go take the legal
Always.
action.
She said, we're going to run the cameras. She said, you're not going to run nothing. And then the manager says, go take the legal action. Let me keep going.
Prepared. That's one thing you got to understand is that you have to be ready so you don't have to get ready. That is a child.
Okay, like at this point, like it should have been over when she said, what about, is your hair in your face? Is your hair in the, and the manager walked away. That's the point where the mother should have said, okay, I see what this is. I'm going to call corporate. I'm going to take legal action or whatever the case may be. But to continue to go back and forth, it really serves no purpose at this point.
That is a 16-year-old looking for a job.
Yes.
And you're not going to get every job that you apply for.
And I know that.
This isn't helping him get a job at all. And it's not teaching him anything.
And it's not.
Wow. She said that's a 16-year-old getting a job, trying to get a job, and you're not going to get every job that you apply for. And this is not helping them. This what you're doing, the mother is not helping them, which I agree to a certain extent. The mother has already brought out the fact that there is some type of discrimination there, because why are you talking about his hair being in his face when you walking around with your hair in your face? Make it make sense. And she has such a smug, attitude about it. You feel me?
No,
it's not. But it is going to teach him that just because you are a racist,
a black woman told him the first time to pull his hair out of his face, but I am a racist.
Did you put your hair in a ponytail the last time you were here?
I pulled it back.
You pulled it back. Thank you. He did not put it in a ponytail.
I didn't ask him to put it in a ponytail.
What did you ask
him?
him?
To pull his hair out of his face.
Did you try?
So apparently, I guess, from what I just heard, he was asked the first time, I guess he came to the store, and he put his hair in a ponytail. And then she said, I didn't ask him to put his hair in a ponytail. I asked him to pull his hair out of his face. I mean, what does a ponytail do? It gets your hair out of your face. Everybody knows that. So at this point, you can tell that this manager is pompous and prideful, and she is unfair. You know what I mean? Like it don't take all of that. But on the other end, the mother is not helping the situation by going back and forth. Listen, he didn't get the job. There'll be other jobs. He's just 16 years old. When I was 16 years old, I tried to get multiple jobs. I damn near applied to like 80 different places, and I didn't get no job. You know what I'm saying? The first job I got was basically a summer low income program for summer jobs through the you know, the city. There had to be some type of program in order for, you know, youth, inner city youth to get a job. But listen, he'll have a lot of opportunities to get a job.
As soon as I saw him, put my hair in a ponytail.
You put it in a ponytail. Did he not?
I told him
Did
some
he
lessons in
not?
life are learned the hard way.
Did he not?
I don't know if he did. I walked away.
Well,
Now, right there, that lets you know that this manager is full of BS. She asked her, did he put his hair in a ponytail? She told him what she told him, and she said, I don't know. I walked away. What? What? So you're going to tell somebody, so just because you had to tell him to put his hair in a ponytail or get his hair out of his face, he's already disqualified from getting the job? You know that's some BS. You know that's some BS. But that's the end of the video. But what I wanted to say also is that there's always been a thing with Black people being who they are, and you're wearing your hair how it naturally grows out of your head. Y'all know that. Y'all know that already. From schools, telling kids that they got to cut their hair. I remember the story with the athlete. They cut his hair at the competition. It was like a wrestling competition. He had like little dreadlocks. You know, little Black girls being told about their hair. They got to put their hair up. They can't wear their hair a certain kind of way. And this is no different. So it's always been that with us. So in conclusion, I see a few things. First of all, I feel like the manager is discriminatory towards the young Black male. She really didn't have a sound argument on why he wasn't getting the job. And she tried to push this thing like it's going to be a life lesson. He'll learn from this, and then get at the mother like, you not helping him, which I, to a certain extent, I agree with that too. And that goes into my second point. You know, the mother, you know, after a certain point, and you know, major point, you see what it is, and now it's just time to take legal action. Now it's time to, you know, get on the phone, call corporate, and things of that nature. Thirdly, I already said it, but it has always been a thing with our hair. It has always been a big deal some type of way. But the crazy part is they're not wearing hair coverings, hair nets inside. She's walking around with bangs in her face. The very thing she's accusing this young brother, this 16-year-old, for doing, she's doing it as a manager, walking around with a smug look on her face. So let me know what y'all think about this video. Give me your thoughts and your opinions. And with that, this is Black Authentic Truth.